Hello, and good day, everyone. My name is Gabriel and I will be your host today. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Today is a new day, the sun is shining, and there are no clouds in the sky where I'm sitting. So, I hope you are all enjoying your day as well. And while you are enjoying the sunshine, I hope this podcast will keep you company, and at the same time look back to the history of the Philippines. You can listen to this podcast while you are enjoying the day, like walking in the beautiful weather, or you can sit back and relax where you are. Follow me on an interesting journey where I will be talking about the customs of Tagalogs and the story behind it. So, enjoy this podcast and I hope that you will learn something new because I surely did. As a proud Filipino, living outside the Philippines, listening to the latest lecture of Ma'am Rowane Aviel Serrano about customs of Tagalogs made me think, how many young Filipinos are still familiar with our customs and values? Young generations like us are very much influenced by the advancements of science and technology, that we sometimes take for granted the costumes and traditions of our ancestors. Am I the only one thinking about this, or do you agree with me? I know that we have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and many more, but I think we need to understand our own culture. Do you, did you know that a long time ago in our country, Adato is a powerful man? But what is Adato, and what did he do? Yes, Adato is a native chief and the headman of a barangay. He was a powerful leader who governed his people and was a captain during the wars. The word barangay originated from the people who came to an island by boat, called barangay, led by Adato. During the 16th and 17th century, Filipinos were grouped into three categories. The first one is called the nobles. They were freeborn and who was called Maharlika and did not pay tax or tribute to the dato. The second one is the commoners, who are also called mamamahay. They lived in their own houses and were lords of their own properties and gold. The third one was the slaves, who were also called aliping sagagilid, and they served as their masters in the house. It was very common that they were sold to other houses. Very interesting. In these three cases, those who were Maharlikas on both the father's and the mother's side continued to be so forever. And if it happened that they should become slaves, it was through marriages. In a marriage, if one person was a Maharlika and the other one was a slave, the children were all divided. This was very interesting, don't you think so? In those days, dowries are very common. Do you know what dowries are? For me, this was very interesting to know, and I think, in some rural parts of the Philippines, dowries are still being practiced. They are given by men to the women's parents before marriage. If the parents are both alive, they still enjoy the use of it. An example of a dowry could be a cow or a carabao, a piece of land, or even money. This is quite different from our country, Sweden, where the woman pays for everything during the marriage. Let's talk about some other customs in the Philippines. There are 6 important traditions that has been a part of the country for centuries. The first one is called pagmamano. It is practiced as a sign of respect to the elders and is one of the oldest and most notable tradition there is. The word mano means hand in Spanish, and pagmano is done by gently tapping the hand of the elder to a younger person's forehead. The older person in return says, "Bless you." The act of this gesture is often referred to be called as blessed. The second tradition is called kamayan. Filipinos have a love for eating, and in this tradition, people are dining using their bare hands. The third tradition is called fiesta celebration. It is a colorful event that occurs all year round. Celebrating fiesta is another influence of the Spanish colonizers. It was mainly done to honor the patron saints. The fourth tradition is called harana. This is a traditional Filipino courtship. A boy with his friends goes to the girl's house at night and sings classic kundinman or love songs to her. The fifth tradition is called pamamanhikan. This occurs after the harana. It is a formal act of a guy to ask the girl's family for permission to marry her. Traditionally speaking, the guy's family is bringing over gifts and dowries and discusses the couple's plans for marriage. The sixth and the last tradition is called bayanihan. This captures the strong sense of community that Filipinos have, and it is exemplified through helping a neighbor to transfer houses. The neighbors carries your kubo, native nipa hut, to the new home location. We have come to an end on this podcast. The custom of Tagalog is truly interesting and fun to learn. I hope you have learned something new. Stay tuned for more podcasts in the future, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and be safe, everyone. Goodbye and God bless.